Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Cinematic Mike Review. Today, I'm going to review Darren Aronofsky's The Well, starring Brendan Fraser, Sadie Sink, and Hung Chow. So, I got to see this film recently. My friend actually surprised me, called me, said, "Hey, I want to go watch a movie. Want to go? I'm not doing anything." This was a movie that I was planning to see, but there's so many films that I already went to go see, and so many others that I want to see that I felt that I wasn't going to have time, so I was just not going to go watch it. But I did want to see it because of Brendan Fraser's like comeback. I was a big fan of his when I was young, and I was following his career and his life during that time. So I was one of the people that knew what was going on. I remember like in 13 or 14, I was even telling my brother, "Hey, look at this." And my brother, when he read or heard videos about, he's like, I remember he told me, he's like, "I don't want to hear that stuff. That's kind of sad." So I know a lot about his life, and then like he kind of making a comeback with this film now. I mean, he's done a few stuff. I think he's on Doom Patrol and all, and some other things. But this is like one of his big things right now in 2022 is The Well. Um, so I got to see it. My friend, obviously, he called me, he invited me. We decided to go and pick it, and I gotta tell you, I was floored by it. I mean, this like just when it didn't even feel like the movie was over during the end credits. If like the audience stayed like during the end credits, they didn't even move because of how powerful the film was, especially with the music by Rob Simonson. I think that was great. Now, the story is about Brendan Fraser. He's a man who's dealing with the obesity, and he only lives in his apartment. He only lives there. He's a college professor. He does it through like Zoom, which you would say virtual. He doesn't show his face to his students. He tells them to write essays, tell them to write about themselves, something that feels real. You know, and this guy is eating and kind of like doing a lot that's harming himself. He won't stop. He has someone that takes care of him, which is Hung Chow. She's right there, and she's the one that looks after him. It's really nice that the friendship that they have together, the connection they have together, her looking after him, her caring for him. He's not just someone that's there by himself. But the way you see this Brendan Fraser come out, it's kind of shocking, and it could be like a little bit scary, like when you see what he's doing to himself, when he gets up, the way he moves, and then the music, everything. But it's also very like heartbreaking and sad to see. Um, Sadie Sink's in here. She plays his daughter, because something's going on with what happened in this story. He's trying to reconnect with her before things get worse, and he doesn't have a connection with her because of his past. And she has this kind of resentment towards him, which is kind of heartbreaking to see when you see it and you get shocked. Even my friend, that I started realizing the way he was responding, things that were coming out of his mouth. I liked it because I'm like, oh, my friend actually he's enjoying it. He likes it. When someone's like responding that way, you can tell they're hooked into the film. So I really liked that. I was my friend that he was looking at it and he was responding in ways where he was getting upset about being shocked. So I could hear him, and so I could tell even like by like the third or second act, he was already like, "Man, what do you think?" I'm like, "I love it." He's like, "Yeah, this is a good movie," and I really do think it was a great movie. Um, I think the cinematography is great in here. I'm not sure if it's Matthew Levitic. I think it's him who did A Star Is Born, and he's done some other stuff. I think that guy's a great cinematographer. He's wonderful. So I hope it's him. If it's not him, I'm gonna cut that part. But I think that's what I remember it was. I think he does great with the lighting, the way everything looks on the actors, the room, and everything. The directing is great. We're inside. We're just confined into this one space, and it's a gloomy day throughout the whole gloomy like week throughout this whole time. The music is beautiful. It's great. It gets you hooked onto it. The story is great. The one thing that's great about it is the performances here are freaking wonderful. Brendan Fraser, Sadie Sink, Hong Chow, Samantha Morton. I didn't know it was Samantha Morton until like after I saw the film. I like her from some films, and one of my favorite films in my five top is Control, which I think she's in. I know she was in like The Walking Dead, I think. But for some reason, when she came on here, I felt that it was a little bit off with all the because I was like, man, these guys all have like their A game going on, like back and forth, like Sadie Sink, Hong Chow, Brendan Fraser. They're all wonderful. Even the other guy, the kid, from New Life, that kid. I mean, they're all great. But then when she comes, the mom, I don't know, it felt like a little bit off for me. I don't want to be disrespectful, but it felt off for me when she comes in. I don't know. I felt like I could tell there. I was so like inside this world. And then when the mom comes, I felt like I could see acting already. And I'm like, oh, wait. That's the part that I was like, oh, that kind of threw me off a little bit. But to be honest, I'm surprised on Brendan Fraser's performance, man. I kept looking at him, his eyes, his movements, his dialogue, the way he responds, the way he delivers his lines. It was just wonderful. And I'm like, damn, this guy's really freaking doing it. It's so powerful, to be honest. And I'm like, I'm glad for him, man. Dude, if when the Oscars come, if this guy even wins an Oscar, I'm probably gonna end up crying because I think he really deserves it, to be honest. I think a lot of people deserve it, but it'd be beautiful for Brendan Fraser to actually get it, because he did a great performance right here. And I was floored by it. And as I said, like, we saw the whole film, and then like towards like the end of the film, like, the music's playing, it's getting all big, and like just when the it cut to the credits, it's like the music was still playing, where it felt like it was nobody got up, like everyone, like it seemed like it's a part where everyone just stayed, because I think the ending is like very powerful, to be honest. It's very powerful. I think it's a wonderful film for 2022, one that's going on right now. If you guys haven't checked it out, I think you guys should go check it out. I think it's worth your time. It's not like a comedy. There is some comedy in it, which you'll laugh at certain things, but this is more like a drama. And I think it's a great film. Another one by Darren Aronofsky, The Whale. So guys, that's my little review on The Whale. If you guys enjoyed my video, please hit that like button and subscribe. As always, thank you for watching.